Okay. So, gonna go live here. I haven't been live um, in a couple weeks, and basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just trying to make a video or an update on what's been going on with me and my channel. And I got hit with some pretty bad shit here. Not so much with YouTube, just in my personal life. Um, what's happened is with my disabilities and that, I was involved in a 3 year struggle with Social Security disability, going for hearings and tests and medical exams and everything. And it all kind of went south, and I got denied with the only choice of refiling again, which I didn't intend on doing. And about the same time this happened, my mother passed away. And my mother did eventually have to be placed in a nursing home. So about 2 weeks ago, my brother, who is the executor of the estate, gets a letter of some sort or some documents saying that uh, her Medicaid uh, payouts, or the Medicaid she used, was now being overturned according to some new rules and regulations. And so now they are saying that the estate owes an extremely large amount of money. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been investigating things with lawyers, trying to figure out these laws. There's nothing really clear on what they're doing, but what they're doing is they're trying to go after any assets my parents placed uh, to protect assets. Basically, the house they own was basically the only inheritance me and my brother got. And, they weren't wealthy people. They didn't have a lot of stocks, bonds, and stuff. Uh, but the thing is, out of the blue, about 2 weeks ago, we just get hit with that where they're telling you that they're revoking or overturning the benefit from the federal government. And now we must immediately repay them a huge amount of money. And so I have no idea what this. So the last 2 weeks have been a nightmare for me. Um, so I wanted to go live. I know I got Rod here, um, and I didn't invite anybody because when all this was happening, uh, I was going to contact the guys and ask them, hey, I'm going to go live again. You guys want to come down and that, but I didn't get the chance to do that, and I had to settle up some things yesterday. But that's why my uh, uploading or my content in this has been sporadic. Okay, where you don't, I'll be able to post stuff like once a day when I get caught up and have the time, and then something comes up unexpected and throws a monkey wrench in the works. And because I was going to try to keep this 2 o'clock slot on Sundays as a regular thing to have, our chats and have people show up. That was my intent to bring this back again. Now, let's go into, like I said, I had some personal problems that have thrown my ability to uh, work with YouTube and the content. But there is a bright side to all of this. All right. And also, I come down with a cold. I'm not feeling quite well today. You have to excuse me. And I don't think I'm going to keep this live broadcast long. It's more or less an update so I can keep some people informed. That way, uh, a lot of it had to do with me taking a break from YouTuber, plus the fact that if you say the wrong thing on these live broadcasts, they're going to shut you down. And I'm going to bring up uh, that here next. Something I found out, but there is a bright spot in all this. Excuse me for a minute. And like I said, I had to go. It wasn't so much a funeral, but what they do is after a person passes away and somebody hung out in a local club that we used to go to, they had the celebration of life ceremony. So I went to that yesterday, and it was a pretty nice ordeal. And you get to see the family in a restaurant type atmosphere and have a meal and a few drinks with them and that. And then we had a little service out in the parking lot of the place where we released balloons. So I was dealing with that. But then when I got up this morning, my wife goes, "Oh, you're sick. You have a cold." So I've been suffering with this. So again, didn't really realize if I was going to go live or not. But, I got my buddy Rod there. And I was going to contact the fellas this week and ask them if they wanted to go for a live chat. But because I don't know what's going on and a lot of things I'm dealing with on the phone. And all of this is taking place uh, on the opposite end of the country. Okay, it's all in another state. My family still lived up in New York. I'm down here, down south. So all of this is a giant nightmare, in terms of getting a hold of lawyers or what to do and all this other shit. So I have posted some things. I'm testing out some primers. Uh, I had a few of those budget pistols that have issues with the foreign primers, which are in ammunition available. And plus the fact the only primers that you can get in any type of reasonable thing are these foreign primers, which I've never heard of. Some from Argentina, some from Bosnia Herzegovina. I think I had the ammo with those primers in it. And there's some Russian primers and then Turkish primers. And the price is down altogether with shipping. Some I can pick up locally, and it's about $60 to $70 for 1,000, which isn't good, but it isn't 150 per thousand. Okay, so and my goal is I have a lot of stuff just sitting around in a garage, projectiles, empty cases. I got tons of empty cases. My neighbor tried to give me a bunch of empty pistol brass because he can't afford to reload it. He goes, "I'll give you the brass because I'm running out of places to keep it." So for my own personal use and going out and testing my pistols and going out and shooting them, I'm going to load up whatever components I have and just for my own personal use, go out and test fire the guns, get some range time in. Might as well. I ain't got nothing else to do. So I guess another problem that's come up. Uh, let's see, Wrangle 4 packs, flintlocks, David Oliver. All right. All right. Yeah, Rod. Like I said, I ain't feeling well today, and I'm on a different platform other than that. I'm on YouTube's instant platform other than the StreamYard. Where StreamYard, I can send you a link and come on. I don't think I can do this on stock YouTube thing where you just click the button and go live. But so, like I said, I'm going to work on that project. I started doing some more stuff for my memberships, and I got a few new members. And basically, a lot of load information, load data. I'll give people load data, and then that's getting screwed up because a lot of these powders I use for loading things are no longer being manufactured. Plus, you can't find certain brands of powder. But uh, for those guys that hung in with my membership program, and even though didn't make a membership video for like 6 months, there's a lot of guys that still stayed and paid the monthly fee to stay in my membership. So I'm going to try to do some more work for them fellas and work on some other stuff. And the last thing I did was loading for the 8mm Nambu, which I finally did get some decent results, but the pistols are kind of tricky. So in doing all that and trying to get back, the weather's been bad, so I can't get out to the reloading bench out in the garage. It's not heated, and do some of those loading videos. I've been trying to do some of it. So going back to this, it's come to my realization, I guess, from just different things. Like the big discussion on YouTube is the shorts. That can only be done because I looked into it. I seen some people were doing, and I just watched a recent Log Cabin Loon video where he said it was idiotic and crazy because I think 60 seconds is the longest you can be on to make a short. So I was looking into that in the shorts, and I seen a guy made a short where he said something about if you stick a high capacity mag into, he had a like an AR style rifle into that, I could get burned. I can't show you loading it, shooting it, or something. He made a parody, a joke about if I did this, leaving green. All right, Victor, you had another layover up there on the thing. And his parody was that, oh, this is how you change the magazine. I can't show you that. I'll get suspended or demonetized and something else. So I was looking into this, and I haven't kept up. See, the thing is, I haven't kept up. I think what I got burned on when I made those 9mm pistols with a little short upper or something, is I put the two, the upper and the lower together, and I stuck a 32 round magazine in it, and I got suspended on YouTube for doing that. Okay. And I wiped out the videos. And like I said, when I had my other suspensions with YouTube, I had to delete because they were just suspending me out of the blue on a video I made 2 years ago, something about the polymer 80 or finishing at 80% AR-15 lower. I made extensive videos on this. And because of these suspensions, and what I did is I got one when we were talking about the truckers' strike in Canada and the fact that they relieved or got rid of the health mandates. Sitting around drinking a few beers and got a little, and I just, said that such and such is bullshit and I'm glad it's ended and blah, 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 and everything else. And the conversation got a little heated because I felt we kind of won on that. And I got suspended. They took that video, that live broadcast was taken down within a matter of minutes or hours, and I was suspended again. And what it was is the 90 days for the first suspension, which was, no, I got suspended for that. And then before the 90 days was up, I got suspended again for some video that I had on there for 2 years. And if I got suspended within that 90 days or so many days, they were going to take the whole channel was gone. It was going to be shut down. Okay. Granted, I stepped over the line, got the one strike, but then that second one just coming out of the blue, I think they were just screwing with me, trying to show me that they could shut down my whole channel. So that kind of really pissed me off a lot. And I guess they're back at it again. If you make a video sticking 32 round magazine into anything or something, you could get suspended for any type of like the way they word it, modifying a handgun. So if I show you how I change a trigger or a firing pin spring or something, I could get burned for that. So I tried going, and somebody brought this up years ago of all these different um, other platforms to use. The two that I kind of went with when I was experimenting were Rumble and Odyssey. And Odyssey was nice because both of them will let you transfer. Like if I connect my YouTube account, like with Odyssey, it wouldn't transfer all my YouTube videos over there to Odyssey. And the difference with Odyssey and that is it's on a blockchain or something. So even though you upload it and the video is there, it's something about the way they do it. It can't just be easily censored or deleted. As long as you're, following their rules and not putting basically nudity or violence or something in there or promoting terrorism and stuff, you're fine. Okay, you don't come into that any type of censorship. If it's firearms or modifying firearms or something, they don't have those restrictions much like YouTube does. So I recently, in the midst of all this turmoil in the past year, I was trying to see about going over. And there's several other channels on YouTube, several other guys that are creators that kind of told me about that. Hey, go to this. But you still have the problem is when I make a live broadcast or a video on YouTube, because Google controls just about all of the internet searches. Okay. Uh, when I make a video about like the primers, foreign primers, I mean, I got over 1,000 views in like a week or something. Okay. Where if I put this on the other platforms, yes, there's interest, but I only get like 40 or 60 views, okay, in the same amount of time. And when I've asked some of my subscribers to kind of, uh, migrate over, I get a ton of complaints that it's not as convenient or easy for them to find my content. They don't do it from a desktop like I do. They want to do it on their TV, and the way their smart TVs are set up, they can't access these platforms. And I understand that because I went and tried to do it myself, and it's not that simple or convenient. Excuse me. So at that time, quite a few years ago, when I was venturing into all of these different platforms, and a lot of my subscribers suggested everything. There was Rumble, there was Odyssey, there was the hell was another one. There was another popular one that I tried, and I did get some videos up on it. I can't remember the name of it. But see, that's what it was. I tried 4 or 5 different things. And with all of these changes and all these things making it hard for the gun channels, Ian from Forgotten Weapons, who's one of the major ones, because he's connected to all the auction houses and gets to make videos about all of this really rare, unique, and bizarre stuff. I ran across a video that he made 6 days ago. Now, this isn't something that was a couple of years ago, it's 6 days ago. And he said, because he does do some class 3, whatever, the fully auto weapons, and that he gets to take some out and shoot them. And he does review a lot of rare weapons, and he's been in museums and stuff, so he gets a lot of odd stuff. But some of it also is he's had some on submachine guns where he's taken them out and fired them, which that's another thing. We'll talk about the ATF and their rules. So he's complaining that it's making it difficult for him to put videos up on YouTube. And he goes, he mentioned Rumble, and he said a lot of people say they're going to Rumble, which I've tried it, and I am doing a dual thing with Rumble. Excuse me. Oh. Like I said, I ain't gonna stay on long. So he mentions this platform, Utreon, okay, and I'm like, Utreon, what's that? So I go to Utreon, and this must have been a long time ago because I even forgot that I have a damn channel on Utreon, and I'm going to put a link to my channel there. Now, those of you guys that have been following my channel, like I said, with all this suspension and stuff, and a lot of it was over the Polymer 80 and doing anything with an 80% receiver, which I made a whole bunch of videos, out in my garage in my shop working on this. I mean, I put a lot of time in it. And these videos, okay, had thousands and thousands of hits. People go, why are you doing it? Well, it's what people wanted to see, and they did quite well. But now I was getting suspended for them. So I had to delete. I remember at one time I sat there, I deleted over 150 videos. Anything where I was doing something with a gun or something. And when I got burned the last time, that Montego stuff, I went and I just deleted all the videos. I wasn't going to get my channel wiped out. So when I go to Utreon, and I'm going to put a link to my channel in the description box of this video. So if you come back to this live video, it'll take you there. Actually, I will put a link right here, and you guys can go to it if you want right now. And somehow with these different platforms, I set up something when I originally did this all these years ago. And anything I post on YouTube gets posted over there. So once I got back into my channel and got, able to go to my dashboard and look, I'm looking, I have close to almost 2,000 videos. So all the stuff that I had to delete from YouTube to save myself, okay, I went through all of them. Anything in question, I deleted a lot of videos. They're there. All the Polymer 80 videos, all the 80% receiver videos, all the videos about changing stocks and working on guns and that, they're all there. Okay, where you can readily access the original videos. If some of them are 4 years old and stuff like that. So inadvertently, when I thought I lost a lot of my work and my content, it's there. And I think I have 97 followers and quite a few hits on the videos. And all my recent videos I uploaded within the past few weeks, they were there too, other than my membership ones. Okay, but they're all there. So that was a really great surprise and made me happy that all that work I done is still saved there, because I don't store all the videos. Like after 4 or 5 years, I'll delete the videos. So a lot of the work I done got salvaged, which that was a good thing with everything going on. At least I had some kind of good news in the middle of all this crap. But hopefully, next week, I'll try to do another live broadcast on YouTube, and I have to try to figure out. I was trying to figure out how to do the live broadcasts on the other platforms where we would be free to speak on any topic we want and post our comments without fear of being suspended or any type of violation. And yes, these other platforms are not like YouTube. To do it, it's quite difficult, or I would have to buy some sort of software or streaming software, even StreamYard, and pay like $40 a month or $60 a month to be able to uh, live stream whenever I want. Because how they kind of set it up is you get the key or a live stream slot. And then, like when I wanted to go live, I would hook into that key or slot, go live, and then it would broadcast live. And it's like I use the same thing. And then when I'm not live, you'll see it there, but there'll be nothing being broadcast, and you could leave it on. And then when I broadcast, it's it's like whenever I turn it on or whatever, it's the same thing. But where YouTube makes it so easy that you just go on and broadcast. It's probably the same thing, but the software that's free that we use to do it and doing it on YouTube makes it a much more simpler process and doesn't cost you. So I have to look in how they do live, and it's kind of unusual. It's like I have to send an email to their platform administrator. I have to tell them how often I'll go live, what I'm going to do, what my channel name is, and everything, and how often I want to do this, which probably may entail certain costs in that, to do this. I'm not quite sure how it works whatsoever, but that may be a great thing to get a second live broadcast like this here. It's okay in a way, but we're censored in what we can say. And going back, we'll talk about Canada since Rod's here. I don't think any of the other guys popped in. I know the Gun Geek's back in business. He made some videos here recently, so he must be recuperating from his issues, and that's a good sign. But yeah, everyone complains about all these illegal immigrants coming from the southern borders, from Mexico and South and Central America. I guess now they have a problem that people are illegally crossing the border into the United States from Canada. And now we have another mass immigration of people coming into our wonderful country, which, by the way, there's a lot of things I'd like to say about what's going on, describing some of the stuff that happened to me. And there's a lot of things the government are doing to tax people and just, they're out to bankrupt you. They're out to financially cripple you. Okay. And that's something that I'm facing. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that are dealing with the same thing that I am. See, we already got one guy snuck across the border here that I know. I see him all the time. But yeah, so I'd like to make some political statements and videos, or even have a discussion of it, which I think a lot of people would like, because whenever we discussed things, what was it? It was more of the gun control. On the same North. Yeah, and it's like a lot of other controversial yeah, we got Canadians here in the chat. That's why I was kind of telling them that. Those are my only guests. I haven't gotten any of them fellows from New Zealand or whatever. I don't have their emails to invite them, or I don't know if they would. But I'd invite some of the foreign guys just to get a view of what's going on outside the country. Yeah, I know you're there, but like I told you, on this thing, I can't send you a thing to invite guests on. However, this foolish thing works. I never figured that out. But say we talk topics like pistol braces. Now this is insane. It was a 200 and some the video. I mean, 200-page letter, and the legal channels, the gun lawyers. There's like 5 or 6 of these gun lawyer channels that explain all the legal ins and outs. Um, if anyone takes your product, the little braces or whatever, and takes a photograph or a video of them holding it up to their uh, shoulder, it automatically makes your product a short-barreled rifle or something. It's so twisted up, okay, to where you can't. It's like what I'm dealing with this thing where they said, well, okay, uh, we want the assets out of my parents' estate, okay, to pay for benefits received. Well, according to most laws, those assets are protected and they can't be viewed that way. And then 2 years ago, they changed the law that the wording is changed to where if they were, there's either probate, what was left after the will and everything's on the probate, goes to the probate court, and that's what the estate is. And there's what they call non probate. It's assets that were dissolved or something years ago, and they go back 5 years. And I think the sticking point is now that they've changed this, and it comes under Obamacare, and that they're trying to recoup any monies or something. And the way it's worded, it's so confusing in all the different paragraphs and situations that you got to hire a lawyer. And a lot of times when you hire a lawyer for any of this type of stuff, like when I was going to go have my will made out, if I wanted to go to what they call an elder lawyer, uh, having a will made out, depending on how much I have, okay, can range anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 to have this done by the said lawyer. Also, my brother told me a lawyer said that he would fill out all the information needed and the paperwork to get her Medicaid stuff done for $6,000. He said, I'll have it done, get it sent through. He goes, the fee is $6,000 to do this. So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now what they're doing is they're doing the same BS with these pistol braces, with the bump stocks. Some say it's unconstitutional. What they're doing is they are changing. And what a lot of people say is the ATF cannot make a law. That's true. What the ATF is doing is it is not creating another law. It is redefining the legal points of said configuration of said firearms, which have a legal ramification of being imprisoned or fined a ton of money. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, there's 13 states. Yeah, if you're in Illinois, if you're in New York, if you got something like that, it's a short barrel rifle, and they give you the amnesty, and they want you to have, NFA stuff. They take something that's their legal and turn it in, even if you legally go and bring it down and turn it into an NFA item, get it registered. There are some states that do not allow you to own anything. The National Firearms Act, that's a fully automatic weapon, a silencer, or a short barrel rifle. So, like he's stating here, like Joe's stating, now you got a conundrum that even if you obey the law and they allow you to register this thing, your state does not allow you to have it to begin with. So now you're really screwed. Now you got see this, and like I said, it's not so much just with guns. It's just about what everything. I'm getting hit with this crap with just an estate, simple thing. Okay. These blood-sucking bastards are out to just like take everything my parents had, every last nickel that they had in there. They just want to take it. Okay. I mean, and that's bad. There's, it ain't good. You know, and the way they're changing these gun laws and the way that YouTube's going, it's not so much the guns. There's certain political things that if we speak about them, like I did, what I was running my mouth about and what I got nailed for had nothing to do with firearms. Okay. It had to do with other issues that are verboten on YouTube. Okay, to where if you disagree with something or say, I think this is all an outright lie, then you're finished if you say it about the right thing. Okay, and that's where your freedom of speech and and all that other crap comes in. But that's where we're going, and I get a lot of hits on the videos about the pistol braces, but I don't even want to. What do you say? Because like a week before that letter came out, they're all saying that they had the Supreme Court agreed with them that they can't outlaw bump stocks. So all the lawyers, all the gun lawyers on YouTube legal team said if they bring back bump stocks, then this pistol brace thing will actually be thrown out in court. Then when they bring the thing in there, 200 pages in the letter. And I mean, it's so confusing. You don't know. Okay, it's just crazy. And they do that with states and Medicare, Medicaid, your Social Security benefits. You can't make head or tail out of what the hell's going on, and they screw you. So that's the way it's going. So anyway, guys, it's getting old. I gotta go back and lay down a bit. But that's what we're doing. I'm gonna try to probably what I'm gonna work on is that primer videos because I still got 4 other types I got to take out to the range and try once the weather breaks. I'm gonna get that rolling. I'm going to try to do some more members videos about reloading. I have to sort through my stuff and dies and explain all that stuff. And, but, look into that Utreon thing because I had a whole platform set there with all my videos, almost 2,000 of them. So I haven't lost any videos on that Utreon thing. And I had to search because it's like 2 years or 3 years, 2.5 years. All them videos that they were banning or just they would just take them off or shut them down on YouTube, they're there. And that made my day. Yes, Rod. I mean, that made my day. I didn't lose any of that stuff. I can still find it. The only problem is most people don't go to that platform. It's not the mainstream thing because someone explained to me the amount of stuff that is trafficked, the amount of material or bandwidth, whatever, the amount of material uploaded and downloaded from YouTube is something astronomical. There's nothing else out there, and that's why YouTube dominates and controls this type of a platform. Okay, which like Facebook or whatever. So, all right, guys, I thank you all for showing up. This will be up. Fellas can go back and see it. I just wanted to make an announcement so I don't upset anymore. My subscribers say, oh, well, he started working again and he stops again for weeks on end or whatever. But I just want everyone to know. And hopefully I will try to contact the boys from Canada and see if we can get the Gun Geek. I'd like to get the Gun Geek on here and let him talk. I think everybody'd like to see him, see how he's doing on a little chat again. So I'll try to contact him this week. Hopefully, I'll be feeling better where I can talk and breathe and stuff like that. So I'll see you fellas next week.